Hey everybody, Tom Sparks with Sparks Media Group. Today we're on Mare Island, good old building 674. We're getting ready to test the REALSEE Galois M2. REALSEE reached out to me and wanted to send this to me to make a video. They're not going to have any input in what I say or how I critique it. But they did send me the camera free of charge, and I have to return it when I'm done. So they also sent this nice tripod. It's kind of low, so we will extend it more. Now, this tripod has a unique mount. We're just simply going to put it on the bottom of the camera here. Make sure it's nice and tight. And then it slides in here. And it's locked into place. Take the camera cover off. It's magnetic, and there's a LiDAR cover right here. And for this, we need our iPad. Now, I don't really have any particular, let's see here. I'll do it probably about this height. Seems like a good height for the camera. It's about 5 foot maybe. One second here, guys. Check my good old battery pack. Might be having a cable issue. Bear with me 1 minute. Actually, let's see if it's a cable issue or a battery issue here. It's 86% on that one. It's definitely an issue with the cable. I have everything but cables. Okay, now the small one here. Alright, well, it's not a cable issue. We will just carry on. Alright. So we're back. First thing we're going to do is turn on the camera. And I think we have to hold it in. If we open this door, there's a spot for a SD card, a charging port, and a data port. They have an app that I've already downloaded. I haven't done a tour with this yet. We're going to click on REALSEE VR. We're going to get signed up and do sign up with Google. Actually, sorry, we're going to sign in. It says allow REALSEE to find Bluetooth. Hit yes. Scan your first 3D tour. Create a walkable 3D tour quickly. Okay, we'll hit skip. We'll turn on camera permissions, location permissions, notification permissions. Hit enter. We're gonna hit Galois. Please keep the device on. Go to settings, connect to your device on the Wi-Fi list. 10 zeros is the password. Okay. So we'll go to settings. I'm going to turn off the lock. Let's see. And we're connected. Hit allow. Device connection succeeded. All right, so we're going to create a new project. We'll hit scan, turn on all the lights and open all the doors. Adjust tripod to a height of 1.3 to 1.5 meters. Okay. Recommended to scan every 3 to 8 meters. Okay. So let's see, there's settings, there's density options, standard or high. We'll keep it on standard for now. When turned on, scan data will automatically upload via cellular traffic during scanning. We'll leave that off. Alignment mode, auto alignment. Point placement check, okay. what's that one do? Feature annotation, we can tag, I guess. All right, so we're gonna hit scan. I don't know the process of, how this works, so I'm gonna stand behind the camera and hit this plus button and see what it does. Scan in progress. Now I'm standing kind of on the corner because the LiDAR is on the other side of this back panel. Okay. Scan complete, move to the next point. It was about 8 steps. You can click to view the preview. Looks good. Now I'm gonna time it. So we're gonna pull out our trusty clock here. And we're gonna hit start right about now. That was 26 seconds to capture. And about 37 or a little less seconds to show up on the iPad. Quality looks good so far, nice and bright. Mosaic mark. Figure out what that is. Can move it to a floor. Okay. So we have about 36 seconds. Let's continue on with the process. Now I chose this building, and I've said it a few times before, because it's a decent size. We're not going to go past those walls. We're just going to do this room, basically. And there's a lot of stuff around to get measurements from, which I like. And it's different than a residential house. But I will be doing a video with this on a house. I just wanted to give you guys some variation. After it beeps, I'm just gonna move it. And let's see if we can click on 3D here. Well, this is cool. We get kind of a point cloud view to show where we're at. I like that. Okay, let's continue on. What I like also is that as I'm scanning, I can still preview other scan points just to make sure I wasn't caught in view or, anything like that. There's not a tool here, I think, for marking. You can't mark windows and mirrors and that sort of thing, so it'd be interesting to see how it handles that in a house. Another thing is, maybe I haven't found it yet, but I want to see how I can change the measurements from meters to feet, because here in the US we use feet. It's about eight steps. I'm gonna do a slight change, and we're gonna do a high density and see how that works. See what the speed is on it. So I'll get the screen recording out so we can time it. We'll hit start now. And you can kind of tell by the splatter on the screen that there's a lot of measurements, but there's a lot of black areas in between. So this new scan should show up a little denser as far as the measurements go. All right. Oh. I hit my lap button too soon. So that's 1 minute 13. So it's about a minute and let's just say a minute and 15 seconds. And you can tell that the points on the screen up here appear to be a lot closer than the points on the screen over there. So that's interesting. We're going to go back to standard. Right there. It would be nice if these companies showed scanned square footage on the device or at some point throughout the process. The reason I think that's important is because a lot of times clients, whether they're agents or commercial property managers, that sort of thing, they'll want to know pricing, and I always say it's usually based on the scanned square footage. And so it'd be nice to have that information while I'm on site. We did a scan recently where the agent had told me that the square footage was around 7,000. And so that's what I based the pricing on, that's what I based my time on site. And when I got there and scanned it, I was like, this is a little bigger than 7,000, but I wasn't sure how much it was. And it wasn't until I got the floor plans back and the CAD files that I realized it was double. It was about 7,000 square feet. So I just think it'd be nice to know, while you're on site scanning. Okay, and for good measure, we'll do one more in the center here. Okay. So data transferring, scan the lines, we're good there. We're gonna hit finish. And we're gonna call this MI. This upload is expected to consume 295 megs of traffic. It will take a few minutes to process. We'll hit generate. Enable all auto raw data clearing. When turned on, raw data will be auto cleaned up after 3D tour generation. This does not affect project viewing. We're gonna hit not now. You can go to personal. Okay, so it's 14% uploaded. We can hit details and give us some details on it. We can rename it. I'm not sure what generate is. Project data check. It's doing something. While this is uploading, I'll do some shots for my thumbnail. We're at 33%, 36. So I will put the tour link to this space in the description of the video. And if there's any promo codes that REALSEE is gonna send me, I'll put that in there as well. I will also try to let everybody know about how long it took to process the tour and send me the final deliverable. Now, I'm assuming everything is on the iPad, so I'm going to turn this off, hold it in. There's a nice little battery indicator right here. I really like the quality of this. I'm curious to see what the data and the micro SD card slot is for. But yeah, nice, small, compact camera. The tripod they sent is good. This mount is not, I don't think, proprietary. The quick connect is a little different than I'm used to, but a good tripod. Marseille ET1551T is the tripod. We are at 94% on the project uploading. Exiting now will not affect processing. Okay. So we will exit. All right, everybody. We are back in front of the computer. Interestingly enough, I was at the location doing some other scans with different technologies, and I got a notification at 10:11 a.m. saying that the 3D tour generation has been completed, and we can log in to view it. I actually apologize for the wait. It wasn't much of a wait. So let's take a look. We'll click on it. Have a nice preview. You can measure units, scan the QR code to view on your mobile device. Like those transitions there. Now, I didn't do a whole lot of scans in this room, but let me know what you guys think. I like the quality. This was a little bit of a unique space because the windows weren't nicely see-through, and it's not a house, it's an industrial space. But we can zoom in. I like the fact that there's a, oh, there you go. Look at that. I wonder why it didn't mark those windows. Maybe we can fix that. Well, that's cool. Let's look at the floor plan. It's showing this in meters, which I'm gonna have to figure out. Let's see if I can change that real quick. Not there. It's not under my profile. We'll have to figure that out to get it in square feet. But let's go back. Floor plan. It has a wall here that shouldn't be here, and one there. And I would want to trim this up a little bit better. So let's see, details. Successful, 11 points, created at 9:13. So we created it at 9:13 and uploaded it, and less than an hour later we had the finished tour. It tells us it's about 431 square meters. Let's do square meter to square foot, and it said 431, which is about 4,600 square feet. Okay, there's add-ons. A panoramic image provides a 360-degree view. Okay. Each panorama file download costs 5 credits. So that's interesting. They're charging for each pano download. All right. RAW file. Compared to JPEG, RAW format includes. Okay, so these are the RAW panos. Each RAW file costs 15 credits. Okay. What other options do we have here? Point cloud file. Point cloud file is a digital representation used to represent objects. It's E57, okay. And it's 20 credits to download. How much are credits? Alright, so credits vary. If we want to get 30 credits, it's about $2.97 a credit, so $89. 60 credits are $159. 100 credits are $249, and as you go up to 300 credits, it drops to $225. So 20 credits, 50-ish, $60 for an E57 is not bad. Not bad at all. Based on digital space, okay, 3D model. It includes a OBJ and a FBX file, GLTF and GLB. Each model is 5 credits. If model trim is execute, okay. So there's that. A floor plan. So here you can choose imperial or metric, English, Chinese, Japanese. Background, keep it white. More elements, a ruler, length and width, room area, floor name, floor texture, okay. It has some information about that. Let's hit preview. Kind of shows you. We're not going to draw that right now because we want to clean that up a little bit. Space video. You can do a GIF. You can do a whole house video. Floor plan linked video. Different formats. It looks like those are included. We're going to click on data. There's no data for that, and we don't need to do Google Street View. So when we click on edit, let's see what happens. I'm going to go to floor plan because I want to adjust the floor plan. So I'm going to delete these walls. Okay. Think we got all the walls there. This definitely is not a wall. Okay, we'll hit apply. Looks decent. Okay, 334. We want to orientate ourselves. So how do I get out? Save it. All right. And it opened in a new window, so I'm going to close that. And it looks like it refreshed. So We can change the information. We can add details. We can set the orientation. You can add attachments, PDFs, that sort of thing. So contact information. Company information. Under settings, let's see here. Okay. I'll set it to English. I'm looking for oh, that's cool. You can change the points. You can make them feet. We can change the entrance, how we interact. We can add music. We can upload custom music, which is pretty cool. We can add hotspots. We'll save all this for a house, adding hotspots, for example. Guide. Filter, you can remove a camera. Floor plan, model fix up. So I'm going to try model trim because I want to trim. Click the left mouse to select the area to be trimmed. Oh, okay. We'll do this. Do that. And we'll do that. And then we'll come down here. Trim that like so. Hit save. There you go. Model mark. Please add content. It's a 3D mark. Not sure what that's for. So we'll hit cancel. Oh, I guess these are the scan points. We can hide them. And then we can take snapshots. So let's say we really like this view. I'm actually going to zoom in a little bit. We can do a photo. Can change it. Can zoom. Say that's a good one. We'll take that snapshot. That shows up somewhere. We'll hit active. After activation, other users will receive the link. Sure, let's go live. Hit preview. So there you have it. REALSEE Galois M2. And this is the tour that it produces of this industrial space. So coming soon, we'll have a 3D tour of an actual house. But I wanted to test drive this today, and so far I'm impressed. Oh, it did not apply my trim that I did. We'll have to go back here, go to model fix up. We hit apply. Oh wait, applying it. Maybe we didn't fully hit apply. Let's see, let's refresh. It's still there. Says it applies it. Well, maybe. Might take a while to trim this, so I'll put a link to this tour in the video description so you guys can check it out and see if it hid all this. But yeah, leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. Give it a thumbs up if you like the video. Share it. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. I would appreciate it. I have more content coming out for this space, so stay tuned.